Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we have a special kind of unboxing, comparison, or however you want to call it, between this Virgin Atlantic A330-900 Neo from Gemini Jets with this one that is the same model, different registration and different brand. This is from Aviation400, the one with magnetic landing gears. So I previously owned this one and I was very happy with it, but then I ran into the one from Aviation400, and I'm not used to doing this in English anymore, that's the thing. Anyways, so I ran into this one. I thought, why not upgrade it? And I'm going to tell you why I think about it as an upgrade. You may disagree with it, which is fine, but that's my opinion. So let's go with the upgrade version. Okay, so here we have the Aviation400 version of it. So many people will say they prefer the Gemini mold. Well, that's good. In my opinion, I like this one because of the I don't know if you can see it, the glittery, yes, here. The beacon light, the anti-collision light, that's not just painted. It's actually, and you can see the one at the bottom where it says Virgin in the N at the bottom on the mirror, and above the V here. There are like gems, or I don't know how you call that. It's not very visible on the video, unfortunately, but the livery is like metallic. Pearlized, I think it's called. Same as for the engines. It's red, shiny red. You can see here. That's better. Okay, I'm gonna move them so they get next to one another. So here you have both of them. The GV Tom is the Aviation400 version, and the GV Jazz is the Gemini. Just FYI, the Gemini is gonna go on sale on Vinted, so that's my thing. I know I normally tend to keep the ones that are different registration numbers, but in this case, I need the money. So yeah, I have nothing against the Gemini mold, but to be fair, I prefer the other one. You know, it's kind of, I'm gonna say, more shiny. Well, you can see there's a difference on the tails, the tail fin. The Gemini seems to be thicker, and whilst which is on the right, on the left, yes, and on the right, so GV Tom, which is the Aviation400, you have the thinner and taller one, that's Aviation400. Okay, let me turn them on the other side. Okay, so here we have them facing each other. I thought it was gonna be a landing gear height, the difference, but it is not. Then again, we have the Aviation400 on the right and the Gemini on the left. You can see that the windows of the cockpit are slightly different. I'd say, and this is my opinion, less detailed, maybe. The ground clearance of the engines. This is Gemini, and this is Aviation400. I don't see much difference. Although I must say that the engines look different. Like, the Gemini are like more chunky, maybe. I've also noticed that the Gemini doesn't have any aerials, any antennas on the bottom, whilst this one has at least a couple of them. As for the sharklets or winglets, however you want to call them, here is the Gemini, which says Virgin in a weird way, and here it looks way better. So, yeah, it's not. I feel a bit bad saying this. Well, I want to sell the Gemini model, but that's, like I said, that's my opinion. You may disagree with me, and it's totally fine. Also, there's a difference. The exhaust of the Aviation400 engine is kind of bluish. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. Whilst the Gemini, it's gray. It's just gray. I'm not gonna say even graphite. It's just like dark gray. And so, to be honest, both molds are pretty good, and yeah, they're pearlized, and the Gemini is kind of slightly duller, like a bit dull, whilst the Gemini, that's the Gemini, whilst the Aviation400, you can see it on the reflection on the mirror. It's a bit more pearlized, yes. Plus the thing that you can take off the landing gears and have it in flight mode. I always think it's an extra that I don't dislike at all. So, okay, let's see them from above. So it's always the same positions. On the right, Aviation, on the left, Gemini. You can see that the Aviation is more like white. It's more clear, so to speak, while the other one, the Gemini, is more grayish. And you can also see the difference in the wings. The ones on the right are definitely better. I'm sorry. But then again, if I hadn't found that model so cheap, I wouldn't even have bothered. And as a matter of fact, when Aviation400 released the that one, I already had bought the Gemini version, and I was like, listen, you know what? I'm not gonna go just for a couple of details. But now that I have it, and I'm really happy that I got it, and I can say that if I have to part from one of them, I will let go the Gemini version, which is what I'm gonna do. But that doesn't mean that the mold is bad or anything like that, because as I said, I had it for quite a while and I was very happy with it. See, here you can see what I meant about the anti-collision light. It's kind of, it reflects the light, whilst the Gemini version is just a dot painted. So that's something that Aviation400 included included in their mold, and it makes it better. I mean, I like it better. If I have to choose between both of them, they're more or less the same price, I would go for the Aviation400. I know that some people will say that the mold is better on one or the other. Probably, I think I've seen people saying that the Gemini mold was better because of the ground clearance and the, let me see if I can get that, the tips of the wings. I don't know how to do that with the phone. Well, anyways, you see that the winglets are different, and some people would like them better than others. I like those little extras that Aviation400 gives, so that's why I decided to get that one. And as I did, I knew I was gonna have to look for the Gemini Jets box and let it go, because I could have both, actually, because they have different registrations, but like I said, Virgin Atlantic is not an airline I'm like collecting every single model, so I'm fine with it going to another collector. And yeah, about Aviation400, I also have the what's the name? ETA Airways. That they do delivery way better. I have the A330neo and the A350 by Aviation400, and I have the A330-300, I think it is, by Gemini. They're all in the same shelf, and you can see the difference. Let me know in the comments if you want me to show you in a video the difference between both of them. Also, I don't know if this is going to be the last video I'm doing in English, because most of the people that follow me in my channel for these unboxings and models showings, they're okay with the Spanish language. So again, if you'd rather me doing this in English, just let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I will turn into Spanish, because the thing is, as it's views-wise, I mean the number of views by video, it's basically the same whether it's in Spanish or in English, and for me it's easier. But I get that some people don't want to do the subtitles, and some people don't want to do the translations. So yeah, please feedback for this one. And I'm gonna be posting some shorts with the unboxings of smaller and not so small models, but I don't want to make long videos about a ton of models. As you have seen, there's a lot of boxes to be opened. So, and that was in Spanish. So yeah, let me know what you want, how you prefer, and I'll have that in mind for the next videos I'm going to do. The unboxings in the shorts are probably going to go in Spanish because it's easier for everyone, and shorts are like that. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and you also have at the end screen, on the end screen, you have a playlist that you can follow to see the other unboxings I've made. For now, there's only one in Spanish, the rest are in English. So have a look, and again, let me know what you think about it. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the likes and for subscribing to my channel, and hope to see you soon. Bye.